Welcome to Fighting Favorites, the podcast that feels like not burning a grilled cheese sandwich.
Ooh.
Love
I would say even more not burning a marshmallow that you're roasting.
Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, that's even harder.
That's even harder, exactly.
That's even harder.
Yeah.
I like to laugh when I'm not supposed to. I think a sunset's best with a pink hue. I love to dance and I like fondue. But my favorite thing in the world is talking with you.
I would say marshmallow. I always think that I can do it perfect, and then I just don't have the patience for it.
I know.
It takes too long.
I know.
But I think the grilled cheese thing is it's the perfect amount of time to where you like feel like you could do something else. And then you step away
you
like walk away from it or like leave it on low or something, and then like you get back and it's just absolutely
charred.
But it's like it's too much time to just sit and watch it.
Yeah.
I know, you just got to be patient.
It's you got to get that middle ground.
There's a fine line. I feel like fine line.
There is.
Yes, there is.
There is a fine line.
Indeed.
And when you get it right, it's real nice.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, those sweet dulcet tones you just heard are our guest today, Mr. Matt Martineau, coming to us from Boise. If he sounds familiar, that's weird because he's not, but he is married to Maya Martineau, who is also on the podcast for our Christmas episode.
That's right.
So go check that one out if you like all things Christmas. With us today, we also have going down that black diamond at high speeds. We have Nate Van Roosendaal in those speedy
Are you
skis.
Nate doing that?
Oh, Nate's. I got up there on our up there on our little trip up the mountain, and Nate just like was flying around, going like through. He was like, he had to make the easier slopes more interesting for himself by going through like the trees and off the like little things that are not supposed to be jumps, but they are jumps. Like I was blown away. Part of me thinks he just did it to flex on me, you know?
Yeah.
He just invited me up there to just be like,
it was
hey,
like the Wordles.
come check me out. Yeah.
But I'm flying around no matter what,
Nate,
for better or worse.
He did surprise me with, I knew he was going to be better than me. I did not know to what degree he was going to be better than me. And it was by a lot.
No, we had a good time.
And going off the vert ramp, it's Stacy Grover with the
I'm going off the vert
1080.
ramp. Oh my wow. That has never happened.
Yeah. No?
Yeah.
You go off jumps and stuff, don't you?
I go off
Stacey?
jumps, yeah. I'm a jumper.
You go off jumps. I'm not. And
big
staying
jumper.
firmly on ground on the bunny hill, it's me, Adam Christensen, doing a front side board slide all the way down. No, I
Nice.
we determined that I sit firmly between green and blue while we were up there. I could go down the blue, but I was usually falling like 2 to 3 times. But
It was a good
That's not
stretch.
terrible.
Good stretch.
yeah,
Nate,
it was
you
a good
ski,
stretch.
right?
Yeah, Nate's a skier.
Okay.
Okay.
So it doesn't even really count, you know?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay.
The easier
You gotta be a
sport.
snowboarder.
I
The
would
more
say
enjoyable sport.
because we did talk about skiing a little bit, but I would say even like the degree to which like even if you consider skiing a lot easier than snowboarding, which I think me and Nate landed on that it is an easier thing to do. The degree by which he was better than me was so much that it didn't even matter. It was that good.
What about you, Matt? Are you a skier, snowboarder?
I'm a snowboarder, but I've heard skiing is definitely funner and easier. But yeah, I don't know. I
You
love
know what
snowboarding.
though? I took a friend skiing and snowboarding, and she was trash at both. But
this doesn't have any moral lesson to like which one's better.
No.
This is
He's just terrible for her all the way around.
It was a friend a long time ago. Okay, anyway, Adam, you were there for it, I think.
She was
Jason
trash
was at least because it was
at
at Bachelor. But
Oh, is it easy?
yes, but she had a way
you
harder
talked about
time.
it on the podcast. Yeah.
She had a way harder time skiing than she did snowboarding. Way
Really?
harder.
Mm.
Interesting.
Yes.
Weird. Yeah. I don't know. I've honestly never skied, so I had to ask Nate, who's done both. Have you skied, Stacy?
Oh, I skied for the first.
I
started in the 5th grade, and then I skied till I was 17, and then I switched to snowboarding.
Okay. So
that's kind of
proficient at both, some would say.
Yeah. Both super accomplished. I'm glad you both weren't able to make I'm glad Stacy wasn't also able to make the trip, because then I would have been the odd one out, where I was just holding Nate back, but Nate's like, it's okay. I'll like, Nate was kind of like, I like the company and or whatever, but I was sort of holding him back a little bit, where he had to just wait for me at the bottom of the hill because of how slow I was going. But
is that a pet peeve of yours, Nate?
No.
Waiting for bad snowboarders. Oh, but by like, if you guys were both there and you were both just like flying down the hill and just both waiting for me, I would have had an awful time.
That's fair. I don't like being on the mountain with people who are better than me. I'd rather be by myself at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's fair. So I hang out at the bunny hill.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I'm passing kids left and right.
Like I have friends that I ski with that are even crazier than me, and so I totally get my fill of that. And then I have friends who like have never skied or boarded before, and we're like, either I'm helping them or we're just like taking it. It's just like we're just having a good time. And then, honestly, Adam was so nice. He's just like, hey, I think I'm done, but you can keep going. And I was like, okay, great. And then I like went and skied for another like hour and a half or whatever.
I gave him gave him a final hour.
That was nice.
Skiing. But also it was because I could no longer snowboard. My legs were dead. It was the first time I've done it in years. And then I made the mistake of sitting down for an hour, and then he was like, "Oh, we got to get to the car." And then I tried to get up, and my legs were like, "We thought we were done for like the next 6 weeks." Like, and so I did. Like, I think I like pulled something as I was trying to get to the car, but it was pretty bad. Anyway, that's not what this podcast is about.
Sure isn't.
This podcast is about our favorite things in the entire world. If you've never listened to Fighting Favorites, we like to take 16 of our favorite things in the world and we put them in a tournament-style bracket where we face them off head-to-head, mano-a-mano, and see what comes out the other side. The thing we like the best, the thing that we all relate to the most. And this week, we have my good buddy, Matt Martineau, who's got 16 of his favorite things, and he is going to be running it for us while us, the three hosts, are voting on which thing we like best.
Love it.
So,
I'm excited.
Without any further ado, Matt, go ahead and take it away with your first matchup.
Okay. To preface this, I kept thinking about a lot of accounting ones, but then realized it may not be so relatable.
Yeah,
it may just be misery in my work and with my coworkers. Yeah.
I love a good spreadsheet. Adam loves a good spreadsheet. Stacy knows what spreadsheets are.
I've worked with Stacy on spreadsheets.
I was like, I don't know how relatable this will be, but
I think too, sometimes you just have to boil it down to like what it is you like about it,
Totally.
And get like the feeling behind it, and then it like until it gets relatable. So like if it's like when you finally balance the spreadsheet, you like just take it back a couple steps, and you're like when you're working on a problem for a really long time and you like are able to solve
finally figure it out. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but anyway,
okay, I'll jump into the first one. No accounting ones here.
Okay.
Dang it.
The first one is driving home from a long day, right when you get off work and there's no accidents or traffic jams. And you can just cruise all the way home.
Wow.
Which is rare, I feel like, for me here in Boise.
Yeah.
Or versus getting pulled over for speeding, but you talk yourself out of the ticket. And don't end up getting a ticket.
Kind of the inverse.
Not that I have a lot of experience in that.
Hey,
it's happened once.
Yeah, you're talking about unrelatable, Matt.
Yeah.
Never been pulled over in my life. Except when Nate was behind the wheel.
No way, really?
Yeah, I've never been pulled over.
Wow, no, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's admirable.
And Adam doesn't drive fast, so Adam's going to have to make something up here.
Huh?
On the spot.
Yeah.
Adam doesn't go over the speed limit.
Stacy and
I
want to
love
call you
driving
Nushu,
fast.
but have you guys?
Nate
I think they're
is
both
my name.
speeders.
Nate, that's right.
Nate.
I should have put
Have
my
you guys
name.
gotten pulled over?
Oh.
Yeah, I've been pulled over, but the last time the cop didn't even let me explain anything. I was so mad.
Geez.
He just went, got all my stuff, went to his car, came back and handed me the ticket. I'm like, what? Where is the explanation?
Where's the dialogue?
Yeah.
Where's my
so mad.
window for
was
being
so
able to
mad.
flirt a
Yeah.
little bit?
And then I showed up in court.
Okay,
Then I showed up in court and the judge didn't even dock my ticket. I was like, how dare you? I wasted half a day.
Wow.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Are you ready, Adam?
Uh-huh.
I'm ready.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. No traffic.
Getting out of a
Yourself
ticket.
Out of a ticket. Yeah.
Adam, you've never done that.
Yeah, but I mean, I also don't get bothered by traffic, and I think I related more to being able to talk your way out of something. I think that feels pretty good. So that's what I went with. But I honestly don't mind traffic because I don't know. I kind of brainstorm while I'm driving sometimes. I don't get really I don't know. I'm always entertained.
See, I got a few tickets in my teen years, but then after like 22 or 23, I don't think I got a single one. I may have been pulled over.
We famously talked about you getting. Oh, did you not get a ticket the time you were driving my car?
No,
you didn't.
That didn't get one then.
Well,
there was another time.
Okay.
And there was one time that I did get a ticket, but I got it to get it reversed, like if you go to a class. So, but then other times I've been pulled over. And so I don't know. I feel very lucky. And I think I'm just also a more cautious driver than I was when I was 18.
Oh, I actually just recently, there was a traffic cam that took a picture of me.
You go through a red light?
Within the last year. No, so what happened was I was turning right on a road, but I like breached the threshold of where I was supposed to stop. So I did stop and I turned right, but like I think I passed the crosswalk a little bit. So I went in and then like in front of the judge, they like were reviewing the footage and like she watched me like stop, look both ways and then turn right. And then she like just turned to me and she's like, I'm not going to give you a ticket for this. And I didn't even have to say anything.
Oh, that's nice.
She's like, this is a waste. She was like, this is stupid. And I was like, I was a little bit mad that I had to come in for it, but I was also just like, this is great.
Nice.
That's so nice.
So the winner was getting pulled over and talking your way out of it?
Talking your way out of a ticket.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I kind of do have a experience with that.
Yeah. As somebody who loves winning arguments.
Yeah. Being right. It's just
yes.
Do you get pulled over a lot, Matt?
No, I don't.
You're
no.
Speedy. Do you speed a lot? Are you
I have been told that I do.
Yeah.
That I kind of have a heavy foot. But I wouldn't say I get pulled over a lot. Although the first time Maya got pulled over was with me. And so
nice.
It's a good memory.
Classic.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, but okay, it's on to the next one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one I have is eating out with your family at your favorite restaurant or having dinner delivered to you and eating alone, binge watching your favorite show.
Oh, I like that.
Okay, I'm ready.
You ready?
3, 2, 1.
Eating
food
out with
delivered.
family.
Yeah, food delivery.
Yeah, I knew you guys would.
Food delivery, eating alone. Yeah. Oh, that's a night. That's a good night.
That is.
I'd have to agree with that.
It's
nice.
I think especially just the like breaking down and being like, tonight I don't even feel like going out and I'm just gonna get it delivered right to me.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to.
I didn't realize how expensive that was because
crazy.
The only time I'd ever done it was when I had a boyfriend and he always paid for it. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this on my own. And I was like, I will never do that again.
Yeah, it's literally like double
like $80 for myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was in Hawaii. But yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, that is a lot.
Okay, Matt, do you have like a go-to one, like place that you'll order if you're going to do that? Or do you kind of change it up?
Close-ish enough to where?
Probably just sushi, anywhere that serves good sushi.
Ooh. Sushi.
Yeah.
We love sushi.
Yeah.
Sushi.
That's our go-to. But I don't usually, like you said, it's too expensive.
It's so
You
expensive.
know,
Oh my
rare
God.
occasion.
The tipping the driver and then like the fee on top of it. Usually
the fees already. Yeah.
Yeah. I also
I'll
now
just take 5 minutes and go get it. And then
Literally, yes. That is what
I
Me too.
now live like literally right down the road from a food truck place where they that's where they park all the food trucks.
Oh,
and
nice.
so I can't justify getting food delivered anymore because I literally can just like
You're right there.
drive 20 seconds
Yeah.
and it's like so quick.
That'll be so fun in
Although
the summer when you can just walk over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The thought does occur a lot. When I'm like, I should just order something. And then like, it's really expensive.
I will say
used to
the
be
one
really
time when
big about
you
it.
do treat yourself and you're not worried about price because you're just so committed to just staying in. It feels good.
Yeah.
It does, yes.
I used to do it a lot because I would work morning shift and then I would wake up from a nap in the afternoon so hungry. And that was like the thing that I would do was I would just like open my Jimmy John's app and I would, from my bed, just be like, bring me food. And then, it was great. I loved doing that.
You know, honestly, Adam, I remember when we would play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
And
I would do it a lot.
We'd get, I can't remember who it was, but they'd get drinks delivered there every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I remember,
we would do a lot of,
sodas and stuff.
Food runs when we did that.
Yeah. That was fun.
It was fun. That's fun too when you've got like a group and it doesn't feel as expensive because you're all pitching in for the delivery fees. If you've got a big enough group and you're all getting from the same place.
Yes, I agree.
A little bit.
Okay, cool. So the next one then is finding money in your pocket after the laundry or someone gifting you money.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Oh.
Gifting money.
Those are great.
I have to say, finding the money in my pocket. I'm like, even if it's $1, I'm like, ooh.
I think Stacy did have one that was something along those lines once. Yeah.
It's been
you did?
so long.
It was an early one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was
finding money.
Okay, here we
Finding
go.
money in general.
Yeah.
Unless it's not
Okay, here
yours.
we go. 3, 2, 1. Being
Gifted
gifted
money.
It's always going to be more.
Yeah,
It's
that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's a different
But
joy.
there's also the
You don't put $100 bill in your pocket, all right? But somebody's probably going to gift you $100.
I would
It's like $1 and change usually.
I just feel guilty when people.
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
the surprising well, I guess both are kind of surprising, but surprising that you found something you lost, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But when you're
yeah.
gifted it, it's just like, ooh,
I know.
the possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me of a crazy story. So I had a watch that I had lost and it was gone for like 2 years.
Whoa.
And it was a smart watch. So I had like my contacts on it and everything. Well, it turns out somebody at my church had found it, had a coworker had the same one, charged it, saw that my contact was on it and gave it back to me 2 years later. And I was just like blown away. I was like, oh wow, I completely forgot. Yeah. It was years later. And finally they just decided to reach out.
Something that expensive that you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. It's
such
crazy.
a burden to get another
at that
one.
point, I was like, it's gone, and kind of forgot about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Wow.
I forgot about that. That was a good feeling.
That is a good feeling.
Yeah.
Add it to the list.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. So the next one I have is someone buying you groceries and delivering them to you anonymously. And then someone asking you to tell them what kinds of groceries you like because they want to serve you, and then getting those for you. This just happened to me recently, and so that's why it's kind of like an odd.
When they're So is someone okay?
So someone just randomly buying you groceries.
Buying you groceries.
My parents do that all the time. They'll just send me food to my house, and I'm like,
wow,
that's
yeah.
nice.
Receive an order at the door, and I'm like, what?
Stacy had a reaction like those. That's not what parents do. That's
it. Just started happening. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So someone buying you groceries
And delivering them.
or someone asking
what
what kind of groceries you like or need. Yeah.
Because they want to serve. Yeah. And so, because my
is
parents.
This like they're at the store kind of a thing, or like it's like a.
It's just like the one I was thinking of was just delivery. Like they order it and then the delivery service or whatever brings it.
all my friends have people buying them stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
We're out of the loop, Adam. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
When they ask you.
Groceries delivered.
Groceries,
Okay.
yeah.
I think that was the first one, yeah.
They're very similar, but
Yeah,
I
they
think
are
the
very
one
similar.
where people like buy you groceries.
Yes.
I had
The
that
first
once
one.
when I had COVID. That was a really good one. Is when I had a friend that knew that I was quarantined, and she went out and she bought all the things that I wanted. And I was just like,
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I will say it's like when
Felt really
people
good.
just text you and they say, "Hey, I'm at the store. Can I get you something?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah, that's true. Like
That's
if
nice.
it just the idea of people thinking about
Yeah,
you.
I do
guess
love that.
both of them are.
yeah,
though, you
it's
know?
true, very true."
Okay. Next up.
So the next one then, bridge jumping with a crush even though you're terrified.
Whoa, big one, jeez.
And then snowboarding with a crush after eating too much food, which I've done both.
Snowboarding with a
That's
crush
hilarious.
after eating too
You gotta,
much
I mean,
food.
even
Okay,
if
I'm
you
ready.
stuff yourself.
Adam has a personal experience with that too. I was there for it.
Ooh, okay,
Not that
I'm
you do too
watching.
much, but definitely snowboarding
just
with a crush.
snowboarding with this crush,
Yeah.
right?
Just snowboarding with a crush. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
and
are
then
we ready?
the post mountain
ready.
meal is okay.
I love it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
locked in.
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Snowboarding
and
with
eating
a
too
crush.
much food. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Winning
did-
combination.
I'm just gonna assume, I don't think I've
did-
done that with a crush, but I'm
It's
imagining
the
it.
whole
It sounds
reason I
nice.
started snowboarding.
yeah.
Adam is a snowboarder. Yes.
It was because I just didn't want to embarrass myself, and I got invited to something, so I was just like, "Guess I got to learn how to snowboard." So
Oh, wow.
I went and I bought a snowboard, and then like
That is Adam's
Once-
commitment.
Dang, you're committed.
Guys,
once a week
yeah.
for like 6 weeks at least.
Holy canyon.
Sometimes twice a week. I was just like, I got to learn how to snowboard, and I just go up and fall down a lot until I kind of got it. Got it enough. I got it enough to where I was like, I'm not fully embarrassed by this right now.
Nice.
We went all the way to the top
That's
of the
awesome.
mountain.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Also, while I was with Nate afterwards, I went and I got French fries at the lodge, and they were the best tasting French fries.
That's exactly what
And
we
this-
got.
This really old guy sat down next to me, and we were talking about how great it was to
That's
eat
so
something
funny.
like that after. It was great.
It just hits different, you know.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. And funny stories, I took Maya snowboarding when we were dating, and
Mm-hmm.
it was just back in eastern Idaho, so the mountains are a little smaller. But we got up there, and I thought I was trying to take her on like a side run, thinking that it was going to be really smooth and fun. Well, it ended up just being powder, and so we had to scoot our way down the entire mountain.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's
Oh yeah,
terrible.
it was 6 weeks after our first child, and so
gosh.
we're just scooting down the whole mountain. The whole time I'm just like, "Sorry, honey, this isn't what I remember it being like."
Well, yeah. I mean, and then
That's
like
terrible.
the added like
it was so fun now thinking back, but
Yeah,
I
in the
mean,
moment. Yeah.
it's so much work.
like not
It's
even just recovering from being pregnant, but like you gain a lot of weight too. And
Yes.
that's hard to like.
yeah, it was tough.
That's a big physical activity. I did that where I had gained a ton of weight, and then I had not done that physical activity, and I was like, oh, I know how to snowboard, and it was
like, I could
the
do
worst.
this.
I had to do that where I could only snowboard for like 7 seconds at a time, and it was the worst.
You get a hard
thing in the world.
realization. You're like, "Oh wow,
It hurt so bad. Oh man.
I'll say the fries were especially delicious that day.
Yeah, I bet.
The next one is when you receive a handwritten letter from someone, or you write a letter to someone you know, which those are similar, but
Yeah.
receiving a letter and sending a letter.
Aw.
And if these are on the list, then I apologize.
No,
I didn't
they're
scan them
not.
No,
too well.
These are
I
okay.
actually just wrote that down recently on my favorite things.
Oh, nice.
list, was like getting
I
a
love
handwritten
that.
letter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because
Yeah.
it doesn't happen very
It
often.
is. It is
No.
nice. Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2.
Wait.
Writing a letter or
Was-
getting a letter?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Those. I thought that was the same item. Okay.
Yeah. Writing
writing a
one.
letter or getting a letter. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Getting a letter.
Getting a letter.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I'm a little selfish.
Much nicer.
Yeah.
I just got the nicest card from my friend for Christmas. She's in Germany, so it came like a month late, but it was so sweet.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
When I was in Newsies, this isn't the exact same thing, but the director, there was like, I can't remember how many people that were in the show, but it was a ton of people, like over like 100 or something. I don't know. It was a lot. And she wrote a handwritten card, like specific to the individual for every person in the show.
Whoa.
And it's like a card, you know, but I was blown away by it. I was just like, I was so touched by it. And the fact that she did it for everybody actually made it like that much more special that she like took the time
that's
to
dedication.
like, handwrite out a note. I was just, I was blown away. It felt so good.
That's awesome.
So what is your friend doing in Germany? She live in Germany?
She's from, I met her in Hawaii, and she was on a work visa there, and so she had to go back once her work visa expired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice getting a letter from a friend too.
It was, it was very cool, and it was very sweet. I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's like a second Christmas.
Yes.
A month later.
It was.
Extended
because it got lost. Like mine got there to her in like a couple weeks, but hers took like a month and a half. For whatever reason.
It's just so nice because it just doesn't have, there's no reason for it, right? And so like nobody does it because it's like, there's no reason but it is such a nice thing to get like a handwritten. Yeah, I might do that. I'm gonna start like writing handwritten notes to people. I think they would. I think people would appreciate that. Yeah. But then you got to get their address. Just,
It's easy to get.
No,
nowadays,
Adam, don't talk yourself out of it.
But then it's like, but then they're like, why do you need my address? And it's like, oh, I wanted to send you a note.
It's a secret.
And then, like they're like, well, like why you're gonna send me a note in the mail and then you have to.
I like how Adam's making it weird before he's even begun.
It's weird. I feel awkward.
That's why it's better to receive it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Sleeping in on a Sunday morning or waking up to your alarm, but then realizing it's a holiday break and you don't have to go into work.
Oh my goodness.
Which I have done that.
I like that.
Oh,
both nice as somebody who enjoys sleeping in without guilt.
I know.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Sunday
sleeping
morning,
in on a Sunday.
Sleeping. Yep.
Sunday morning rain is.
Yeah, there it is.
Did I steal it?
You stole it from me.
Yeah.
You stole it.
No, I didn't.
Morning.
We were on the same wavelength. We were at the same timing.
Yeah. It's singing together, not stealing.
Play it back because,
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
No, I love sleeping
that
in
song
on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's just like, Saturdays I might do stuff and have like maybe even in the, like earlier in the morning, but like Sunday I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday is more of a still trying to be productive day for me. Sunday is not, so it does feel good to just
the day of rest.
Mm-hmm.
Truly, until you have kids, and then it's not
the Lord's Day.
Okay, and then this looks like the last one. I have taking a long aimless drive on a rainy day, or driving around a really nice posh neighborhood, saying that's going to be me in 5 years.
I like that.
I don't know if any of you have done that, but just go look at nice houses and be like.
I went to the Parade of Homes in Oregon one year. It was
there
incredible.
You go.
That's great.
Daydreaming about your favorite house, Adam.
That is something I think. Yeah,
it is a fun one.
When I was talking about it, I was thinking about just like more abstract, not really
driving around,
visiting and
nice
being like, that's a cool house. I want a house like that. That's cool.
Okay, I'm locked in.
Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Houses.
Nice neighborhoods.
Yeah, nice neighborhood.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's fun.
It was really fun to go to the Parade of Homes and be like, you have a basketball court inside your house?
Oh, man.
Okay, that's something.
That would be a dream for sure.
I installed cabinets for a plastic surgeon, and I went over to their house, and I was like, it was the most insane house I've ever seen. They have a double staircase down to their basement. Like, it was, It was so
pretty
nice.
cool, yeah.
It was not. I was not like, this is me in 5 years,
No,
but I was
yeah.
like, this is
Yeah,
awesome.
sorry. Yeah, none of it was realistic for us. But,
Yeah, most of the time I'm just trying to hype myself up. I'm like,
yeah, no, I like it.
This can be
5 years.
me.
This is where I'm going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I'm like, I picked the wrong profession, one or the other.
Yeah, that's fair. Too.
Maybe I should have been a plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, did you say that was the last of round one? Or?
Yeah.
That was, yes.
That was the last of round one. So as is customary on this podcast, we will now be taking a break. And we are back, and it is round 2, and we are gonna go so fast. We're gonna go so fast.
Yeah.
Flying.
Loving your stuff so far, Matt.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Getting pulled over for speeding, but you talk yourself out of the ticket, or having dinner delivered to you and then eating alone, binge watching your favorite show.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm locked in.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Talking out of a
Dinner
ticket.
delivered.
I know.
What'd you say, Adam?
I'm with you, Stacy.
Oh, okay.
Binge watching.
Dinner.
I don't know.
Were you?
That's
Sunday
a good one.
morning. Were you with me, Adam?
Let's hear you.
He's stealing your
Stacy,
favorite
that is
thing.
one of
Stacy.
that is one of my favorite songs to sing. It's such
I
a
love
fun
that song.
That is a good
I used
song.
to sing
there's
it for
something-
karaoke.
There's something so pleasurable about
I
singing that
know.
first line.
It's-
The rest of
yeah.
the song I could take or leave. But that first line is just
My friend in Hawaii would play that on piano, and I would sing it, and it was just delightful.
delightful.
See,
All right, let's
what's
hear it.
interesting is
Can we
I
have
don't ever think
piano?
I've actually talked my way out of a ticket. It's
I
just
haven't
that
either. Never.
the police officer just took pity on me.
I think
that's
it's
true,
kinda-
yeah.
Like,
that's happened
is
once.
more
One time, like literally, I was like 16 or 17. I was driving. We were remodeling the house. My mom and stepdad had just bought, and so I was going in on a weekend or whatever, and I was running late naturally. And
naturally.
I was speeding, and I forgot my license. And so the cop like just saw me, and he saw I was a stupid kid, and he's like, all right, I just need your license registration. And I just realized I was like, I don't have my license. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna give you for speeding. Just next time, be a lot more careful and remember your license. I was just like, oh my gosh, thank you.
That's so nice.
That's so funny. I've never been pulled over, but I still get anxiety when I don't have my license on me.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm like overly freaked out. But I'm like, you've never ever been pulled over, but
it'll happen that once.
Oh no.
Do you get anxiety if you see like a cop behind you, or like?
Oh, yeah, I do. I think I've talked about this before, but when I'm leaving the store, I've never stolen anything in my life, but every time I'm leaving the store, I'm like walking right up to the guy that's like checking receipts, and I'm like, here it is. Here's all my contents.
Count it out.
Do you need to see this again? I can pull them out for you. You know, I'm just like, I'm so nervous about it that I don't know. So, yeah.
You're a good man. I just walk out. I'm just like, I hope they don't ask me for my receipt because I'm leaving. That's great. Okay. Moving to the next one is sleeping in on a Sunday morning, or someone gifting you money.
Ooh. Okay.
Sunday morning.
I'm ready.
I know when I hear Sunday morning, that's the first thing that pops in my head. It's that song.
I love it.
I gotta make sure it doesn't influence me.
Yeah.
It might. Oh,
here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Sunday morning.
Getting money. Dang it, you guys.
Ooh.
Yay.
What? Who doesn't love money?
I know.
I
would've
love
took
money,
too.
Stace.
You can buy anything with money.
But
You
here's
sleep more when you have more money.
Here's the
I'm
Stacy.
just confused.
So, but the thing is like it's gotten to the point in my life where, I mean, my lovely grandparents or whoever, like they might give money. I feel like bad. I'm like,
oh, you do?
I I'm getting old for that. Like, do you feel bad for me? You know, like, and so
I do this weird thing that's much worse than you, Nate. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. This is so much. But then this
you
is
think,
so terrible to admit. I'll be like, should they have given me more? I have to like do this whole thing in my head of like, no, you are grateful for how much they gave you. It's just this weird, like,
be grateful.
Like, wow, they didn't have to give me anything, but they gave me this, and I'm like, well, that wasn't that much. You know.
I think I'm a bit more anxious where I always I never want to feel indebted to people. And
I don't care.
It just like it turns something. It turns something on in my mind where I'm like, okay, now I've got to do like maybe not like pay them back, but I've got to do like something of equal or like better value for them. Like you know, so I just don't want anybody to, because I'm never like this when I give people money, or if I'm feeling generous or I do something for somebody where I'm like, oh, now I expect something. Besides
their praise.
Thank you.
Except
their praise.
Endless praise and appreciation.
But like I'm never like that where I'm like keeping track of people that like I've given money to, like being like, why haven't you paid me back? But then when that happens to me, I'm always nervous that they're feeling that way about it. And so I just don't want anyone to have any like bad feelings towards me. So I'm constantly.
I'll take the money any day, guys. Did you hear that?
But I love.
Did all our listeners hear that?
Venmo is at StaceFace886. Actually, I don't know if it is. Don't give money to that. If that's, I don't know.
Oh, okay, that's funny.
Remember that was our original, like that was like the first thing we said about this podcast was that we were going to plug your Venmo.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
To eat money.
Support the Stacy needs money.
Yeah. I don't even know if that made it onto an episode or if that was in our test episode, but
good stuff.
I remember talking about it.
Okay. Let's see. The next one is someone asking you to tell them what kinds of groceries you like because they want to serve you, or the snowboarding with a crush after eating too much food.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Snowboarding.
With the crush.
I love it.
We love our crushes on Fighting Favorites.
We love our crushes on this podcast.
And crush
snowboarding and
podcast.
Food all combined in one.
Yeah, with food after.
You hit snowboarding and food. Yeah.
Knockout.
You just didn't include with a good playlist. But other than that, like.
Yeah, with
other than that, you hit us on pretty much all of our favorite things. Yeah.
No, that is a good one.
Did you guys go skiing? Where did you guys go? Did you go to just Bogus?
Yeah, we went to Bogus.
Yeah, we went to Bogus Basin.
Nice.
Good
Bogus Basin.
Yeah, unfortunately, before all the snow hit, but it was actually still pretty good.
It was pretty good.
So it snows right after you guys leave.
Honestly, I mean, it was another, like, I guess, it was like 3 weeks later. So, it honestly was better than I thought it was going to be. So, honestly, good times.
I think I like a little bit more powder. Yeah. But
is it icy or anything like that?
It's just in spots.
I think there are portions. Yeah, there are portions where I was like, ooh. For the most part. Yeah. For the most part, it was pretty good.
Okay. Let's see. The last one I have for the round 2 is when you receive a handwritten letter from someone or driving around a really nice posh neighborhood saying, that will be me in 5 years.
This is tough. Okay. Okay.
You really got it.
I don't know.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Letter.
No.
Yeah.
I almost went the other way. I was
same.
That was the last minute. Like I just had to decide.
Here's honestly what swayed me was I think I do enjoy those neighborhoods initially, and then the more I drive around in them, I'm just like, who are these people?
Yeah.
Who do they think they
just like these capitalists
That's so
hoarding all the money?
What are they even doing?
No, that's always the thing. Is like I'm amazed by like the architecture and like the style, and then after I'm like, wait, there's people in these things. Why do they need these big of houses?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah. That's what swayed me. And then I was like, I'm never disappointed by a letter or card that is coming my way.
Yeah, it's a better feeling.
It is kind of a nice. I think it's a little bit more rare too that I get that. I can't remember like the last like. I guess that was the last time that I got like a really nice note was the time I talked to you. But
I feel like when I was younger, I used to get them a lot, but yeah, not so much anymore. Or I'd write more.
I remember one day I was grounded and I couldn't go out to play with my friends, and so I started writing letters to all my friends to tell them that I couldn't go out to play that day.
Explain.
My mom had to be like, Adam, these aren't going to get to them until like
the horse and carriage won't be here in time.
I was just like, well, what am I even doing?
Oh man!
Just hand them off to your friends. This is while I was grounded. All right, great. That one. So that was the letter that won that one. Sweet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all I had for that one. For that round. Okay.
Wait, so we're in the finals?
Semifinals.
Oh, semis. Yep. Right, top 4. Yeah, yep.
Yes. Do we just jump into those? Or?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just go straight in.
Okay.
This is our fighting round.
Fighting round. Having dinner delivered to you and eating alone, binge watching your favorite show, or sleeping in on a Sunday morning.
Okay.
While listening to Sunday morning.
I'm locked in.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Sunday
Food
morning.
Delivered.
Oh no! You guys love that one.
This is good.
I love it.
Yeah, the Sunday morning one, I literally almost did choose just because I love the song.
Yeah.
But I was like, nope. I love
the
food.
Song that I love food more.
Yeah.
I think I think
you're a snacky media boy.
Binge watching is especially like that one calls.
I do have to say, I think that one didn't win. I think snowboarding with a crush went up against sleeping in on Sunday, unless I'm wrong.
No, I don't think it did.
No,
it didn't.
I think Sunday morning went through, and then snowboarding went through as well.
Oh, good.
Sleeping in on a Sunday morning was someone gifting you money.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I picked money.
Your thing
that's
just
right.
lost, Stacy.
Okay. I'm like, I did not vote for that.
I did not vote for
that.
that.
So we might want to go back.
If I didn't vote for it, didn't happen. Okay.
Yeah. Stacy.
Let's go back to money, you guys. Yeah.
Let's focus on what matters.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Did I vote?
So the winner was having dinner delivered to you.
Oh, good. Yeah, okay, I like it.
We got the dinner delivery.
Dang it, that one's going to the finals. I just it just doesn't click with me as well.
It is a good one.
Yeah, it is.
I think is it the money thing, Nate? Is it the money thing about it delivering?
Okay?
Yeah, it's the money thing, and I just don't eat out as often. And if I do want to eat out, I'm gonna go drive and pick it up because I don't want to pay the extra tip and the delivery fee. So.
I'm only thinking of when I didn't have to pay for it myself. So
sure.
And then that sounds nice.
Yeah, then that sounds
it was really nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Snowboarding with a crush after eating too much food, or when you receive a handwritten letter from someone.
Oh no. I hate this.
Good stuff.
You know what I'm remembering just at this moment is that Maya's episode was about the Christmas crush.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
It was caroling for a crush and
caroling for a crush. Yeah,
the Christmas crush.
Yeah,
now
kind of helped me write some
Christmas crush.
Oh my god,
Matt, you're the Christmas crush on the mountain.
You are. You are.
No, that was not me.
Maya didn't never carol for you.
No, we went caroling together. Actually, that was
that's fun. Gotcha. All right.
Did she impress you with her talent?
She did. She's a great singer.
That was her whole thing. Yeah. That was what she was trying to do.
Amazing singer.
So we got snowboarding with a crush versus
handwritten letter.
Christmas caroling. Just kidding. Sorry, what was it?
Okay.
Christmas caroling while having a handwritten letter.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Snowboarding. Crush food.
Handwritten letter.
I think
I said it even though I lost, but I was just like
defiant.
Think that's where
that one might make it to the top.
It's because the snowboarding with the crush didn't work out.
But Adam, you literally learned to snowboard for your crush. I feel like that
it's true. It's true. I
the
did.
benefits.
Yeah, it was a good motivating factor. It just, it's just.
And now you have like a lifelong talent that you can
Yes.
Yeah.
You can try and attract a mate with. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that is one way to say that.
It's just one thing more to add on to it.
Yeah. There we go.
You can attract a mate that you can use to flaunt your beautiful.
Adam, this is something that actually gives you value.
Wow, you can sing and snowboard?
In the mess of things that you can't do.
We've done crushing snowboarding and crushing caroling. Those are basically your things right there.
I think I was just thinking about how I felt when I received that note, and it was very sweet.
Yeah.
It was very, very sweet. It was not because I didn't like the other thing. It was because that was very... It overpowered it with a good feeling,
Overpowered.
Anyway.
Compared to because the other feeling of snowboarding wasn't as good.
Yes. Yes. Sour taste. No. It all worked out probably the way it should have.
Okay, we got the finals?
We're at the finals.
Wow. Food?
Yeah, food and crush, it looks like. Well, no.
Okay.
Food's a part of both, I guess.
Both food
food
related.
delivered and then snowboarding.
Oh, yeah, there was...
Yes, having dinner delivered to you and eating alone, binge watching your favorite show, or snowboarding with a crush after eating too much food.
Wow. I don't know why, but when you said the binge watching, for some reason, like, it really clicked inside of me. This whole time I've kind of been...
Nate? He's trying to throw the vote. He's trying to throw the vote, everybody.
He's trying to throw the vote. Nate, have you ever had it where you've had takeout and binge watching? Even if
100%.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, I don't know, just it's gotten me thinking more, like, I honestly had not focused as much on, like, the media of just like, oh, you get a yummy meal and you're just...
The snacky media boy.
I know, that's why.
The media?
Oh.
And the snacking? Anyway, I know where I'm going. Who's ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, 3,
I think I'm not gonna
2, 1. Snowboarding with a crush.
Food.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. How dare you?
Food, yeah.
Nate! Whoa!
I know. I literally
that he came over to the dark side.
I did.
I think what happened is I just had a third really good memory of just binge watching something with good food. I got nachos one day, and they were pulled pork nachos. And I binge watched an entire fantasy series on Netflix, and it was just like the perfect Saturday afternoon. I just loved it. Stacy's upset.
I'm upset.
So upset.
What would be your go-to if you could binge watch something?
It'd probably be Parks and Rec.
Out there now.
It's hard to say.
Oh, that's a good choice. I love
because Parks and Rec just it feels good when I watch it.
Yeah, it's true. I kind of like The Office. I feel like.
Yeah, I don't binge watch like things I've seen before too much anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't either.
Now I've gotten into a thing where I've like, it's a lot more fun for me to binge watch something new.
Yeah.
Where that I'm like super into. That's a really fun feeling. It's like when something new comes out and I'm just gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch it straight through. That's fun.
That's true.
As long as it's good, the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or it's like a season 2 of something that you like really like.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
Yeah.
I see you guys hate money and crushes and snowboarding.
Well, if you want to get that anti-crush, anti-money content, go ahead and go over
you
to
guys
Stacy's
don't like crushes
886 on Instagram. Just kidding. She's very pro crush over there. Pro weightlifting, pro
snowboarding,
pro
money,
her daughter,
you guys,
pro money. Yeah. You want some good content? Go over to Staceface 886's Instagram.
Yeah.
She loves a follow. She loves a follow.
You guys, I'm up like 20 followers.
Wow.
Just need to win more competitions, Stace.
It's the gold medal win.
Literally.
Yeah. I bet it is. Yeah. I bet you met a lot of people. Yeah.
I did. I gotta get into more comps, guys.
You can also follow Nate at the Nate Van. Be on the
winning
lookout
0 weightlifting competitions.
No weightlifting competitions.
All the skiing competitions.
Yeah. And Matt, do you have it? You don't seem like a kind of guy that would like to. If you need an accountant,
that's accurate. I don't have.
Hit up Matt.
Yeah, there you go.
Facebook, no Instagram.
If you want to get in contact with Matt, follow me on Instagram at Seattle
There you go.
and then message me. I will pass the message on to Matt.
Yeah.
You can also follow at Fighting Favorites.
Yeah, do that one.
For all those good times and good feelings and just,
good vibes,
boost of positivity into your doom scrolling. Just follow us. Yeah, we love it.
I almost mentioned doom scrolling as one of them, but
doom scrolling is one of your favorite things.
But then you get the realization an hour and a half later, and you're like, "Oh, I've been doing this for an hour and a half."
Yeah, seriously,
this is awful.
You get some funny memes out of it, though.
Yeah, a couple of dank memes for sure.
Oh man, a couple of dank memes for sure. Well,
thanks for having me.
Thank you, Matt, for coming on.
Adam's back on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm back.
After checking,
I've just tuned in. What are we talking about? Hey, we've talked about a lot of Matt's favorite things today, but you know what my favorite thing is? Sunday morning, rain is falling.
Never share some skin.
Classic.
Oh man. Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Tell your friends about our show. Whew. Just wanted to get that in before you turned off the episode. Just turn to someone nearby and play a little game called Have You Ever Listened to Fighting Favorites? Then a couple weeks pass, and before you know it, you're both just laughing and gabbing away about the latest episode. What I'm really offering is a chance to emotionally connect with that person. You're welcome. Also, please submit your favorite things to fightingfavorites@gmail.com. You could give us one thing, a whole list, and we'll put it on our show. Also, go ahead and follow us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, pretty much anywhere you are doing social media these days. And you can follow us on Reddit too, at r/fightingfavorites, and have discussions with other people about the podcast or just about some of your favorite things. And while you've got your phone out, go ahead and follow us on your podcast app, and you can get the episode directly downloaded into your feed. Leave us a review on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, and if you write a review on Apple Podcasts, be sure to include your favorite thing in the review, and we'll see if it has what it takes to battle it out against other people's favorite things on our Fighting Fridays poll. That's it. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.